Hello, my name is Janice. We are continuing our Bible study that we have started already this year, beginning of this year. The year of truth. 2025 will be the year of truth, where truth will surface in every lie in the world. And people will be able to see what is the truth and what is the lie, except for those who do not follow the Messiah, Yeshua, and they have scales on their eyes. For them, the truth is foolishness. The Bible, the scriptures is foolishness to them, and they will never understand. It is only by the Holy Spirit that we can understand the scriptures. So we ask Him to open up our understanding right now. I want to, because we are in the last final hours, final days of the last hour, I want us to do study on Matthew 24, and I'll have to keep it kind of short. I'm going to read and then we can also talk about it. Matthew 24, and going out, Yeshua went away from the set-apart place, which was the temple, and his taught ones, his disciples, came near to point out to him the buildings of the set-apart place. The temple was restored, and it was the most beautiful building in the world. And it was the disciples, the taught ones. He called them his taught ones because he was teaching them all the time. It's not only followers, they are taught the truth. And he is the truth. Yeshua is the way, the truth, and the life. So they said, look at this beautiful place. They just came out of from the temple, and they said to him, just look at this beautiful building. What did he say to them? He said, and Yeshua said to them, do you not see all these? Truly, I say to you, not one stone shall be left upon another here at all, which shall not be thrown down. Now, why did he say that? He was prophesying. He was prophesying of the destruction of the temple, and also spiritually that he who is the temple, the holy temple, will be killed and thrown down. And he said, and then they went, they left the old city, as we know it for today, and they went up to the Mount of Olives, and it's just opposite it. You go through the Kidron Valley, where he many times walked with his disciples and taught them, and then uphill to the Mount of Olives. And Yeshua said to them, do you not know these things? Okay, so he is teaching them that this will be thrown down. And even today, when you go there, you will see some of the stones still lying there. This big stones. Not just like a little stone that you can pick up in your one hand or a brick. And as he sat on the Mount of Olives with his disciples, the taught ones came to him separately, saying, now what does this mean? Separately. He had 4 disciples and taught ones that were like always very near to him. It was Peter, James, John, and Andrew. So they came there, we read it in Mark 13, verse 3. And they were sitting there with him, overlooking the old city and over the Kidron Valley, and where the temple was standing, this beautiful, magnificent buildings. So he sat there, and those 4 came to him secretly, and they say to him, "Say to us, when shall this be? What is the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" So he already told them he will die on the cross, but he will rise up again, and he will go to heaven, and then he will come again. And Yeshua answering said to them, "Take heed," make it a point of urgency, "take heed that no one leads you astray. For many shall come in my name, saying, 'I am the Messiah,' and they shall lead many astray." Now we are only going to verse 5. We will continue from there. So the most important thing that he said to them was that they must be careful and watchful, because Satan, the enemy, will come in these last days with his most important, heavy, dangerous tool of deception. He will put deception on the minds of the people through those who are not saved. And he will deceive many, many, many people. Most of the people in the world will be deceived during these last days, these final days that we have already entered into. So we have to be watchful. And how can we be watchful? The word is our lamp on our feet. And Yeshua is the truth. If we are in him, nobody can deceive us. But we have to pray and be watchful and stay in the word. And don't listen to deceptive teachings and man-made doctrines. And when false messiahs will come, we have to know that he will come back on the clouds as he has left the earth. No other way. So we're going to stop at verse 5. I bless you, and I pray that you will meditate on these first verses of Matthew 24. There are many other references, but we are just going to stay close to Matthew 24 to make it very easy and simple for everybody to understand. All right, so till next time, take care.